stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So all over America, I got 2nd Ezra 15, and I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So all over America, all over, pretty much, all over America and amongst other countries, we've been seeing upheavals amongst these other countries, but the scriptures speak about Babylon being the golden cup in the Lord's hand. Right. And that cup, that Babylon, which is, AKA America, is going to get its judgment last. So now you got all these people in here that, like the brother said, they're used to living in third world countries. You got people that come out of countries where they will skin you. They will fill a tire full of gas and put it over your head and around you and set you on fire. Oh yeah. And they got people that'll cut your head off. They'll wear a mask and they'll cut your head off on video. Yeah. They got those people over here. Yep. And this whole destabilization. And also they got the sleepers. We can't forget about the sleepers. All this destabilization is going to come to a head, and shit just going to break out. That's
what the scripture said, that the Lord said about with Judah, who shall rouse them up? Because once the Most High rouses up Judah, so-called Negroes, then he's going to fill the boat with Ephraim, so-called Puerto Ricans, which really represents Judah and Ephraim, but it also represents all of the tribes coming together, because all of the tribes are here in America, Babylon the Great. You got it.
It says, for there shall be some sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard kings nor princes.
Like that senator in Ohio, right? He basically said, look, if Trump don't get in office, he said, look, we're gonna have civil war. He just said it straight up, man. Like, look, we're gonna go through it. Yeah. And they ready for it, man.
Hey, and you notice that movie that came out not too long ago, right. Civil War. Yeah. But that's just a coincidence. Y'all got it.
Okay. It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So right now, you got everybody that's being held back by the thought of being jailed or locked up, or the police coming to get them. But eventually, people are just gonna fucking lose it. It ain't gonna be no order. It ain't gonna be no police. It ain't gonna be no 911. Right now, they all a whole bunch of states are saying, look, unless you're fucking shot in the neck and dying, or unless unless it's a motherfucker standing over you in the bed, don't call us.
In a minute, 911 don't need 911.
Yeah, oh, yeah, exactly.
But you done?
Yeah, that was it.
I got it.
And then we can go back to that, Jeremiah 51.
Sirach 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
Oh yeah.
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force, and the bees, the wrath in their name. Yeah, so these guys, those are, spirits that's been created for vengeance. They came over here to basically, let's just say, purge, And guess what? They put out three or four of those movies.
Yeah,
Purge.
Yeah.
It says,
yeah, they even got a series.
Yeah.
What is, I don't know if it's Netflix or Prime.
I think it was on Hulu.
Okay, yeah, they got that shit out there, and then you had people that were coming from Europe, different European countries coming to America to purge. That one purge election year, you had people that were from different places coming to America to purge. And then you had the last one that they had was the forever purge. So hey man,
it says fire,
lawlessness. Yeah, you got it.
It's fire and hail and famine and
as if the Lord puts a spirit on these animals to come out, you know, out of their habitat and start fucking these people up too. You gotta understand, this is the judgment of the Most High. This is His judgment that He's bringing upon the earth. Remember, back during the time of Noah, it said what? That the earth was full of wickedness. You know, it was just so wicked that the Most High was grieved, you know, with the creation. And what He do? He caused that flood. But before He brought the flood, He had His, you know, prophet Noah out there telling them that these things were coming, you know, and for them to prepare themselves, and they took it light. That's why Yahushua said, as in the days of Noah, so shall it be in these days today. You know, and you see the same exact thing going on today, but it's even more wicked, because when the Lord showed the prophet Ezra the wickedness of the world, it was super wicked during his time. So that was what, about, let's say 2,500 years ago. So how much more wicked is it now today than back then? You know, and the Lord said that when the earth was wicked, He brought the flood, He brought the destruction. This time the earth is just, I mean, they're just doing whatever the fuck they want to do. You know, and when the Lord brings this destruction, this devastation, that's why it's going to be so horrible. That's why it says that the whole earth is going to rock to and fro like a drunkard. So what is going to make the earth do that? These nuclear missiles that's going to be pelting, you know, on the surface of the earth all around the world, especially here in America. You know, and what would make the Lord be so angry that He would do something like that, that He would have the prophet Habakkuk saying, Lord, would you mad at the streams? Are you mad at the trees? Are you mad at this or that or the other? Because that's the indignation of the Lord that He's been holding back. That's why it says He's long suffering. He's been wanting to take this place out, but He has to, you know, He's held to His word. That's why He hasn't really tore this place apart, because He's held to His word. So He has to, you know, keep His word. That's why He's suffering these devils. We want these devils gone, but you don't want them gone. We don't want them gone as bad as the Most High does. But He is bound by His word. Y'all got it.
Just to back you up, in Genesis 6 and 11, the earth the earth also was corrupt before Yahweh, and the earth was filled with violence.
Right, it was corrupt, just like today. You know, and back then the laws, the laws were oral, so they knew about certain things you weren't supposed to do in general. So today they got what? They got the Bible. That's why in the parable of Lazarus and the rich man, you know, the rich man said, you know, send one of my brethren back, you know, that they may warn the people from this place, you know, of torment, which is slavery. What did the angel say, or what did they tell him? He said, they have Moses and the prophets. Let them hear them. So you have the prophets out here. You have the word, the Bible, which they claim to uphold, but they're not following it. You see? So the world is corrupt because you know what to.
Salakia.
But you're not going to do it because you're not wired like that. But the Lord is making you do this because He's setting you up as an example. You know, of building you up like He did Pharaoh to bring you down and bring a total devastation to the earth to bring fame to His name once again.
Yeah, and every good idea that you think that you have is going to add to the destruction of this place. You may think that we need to, you know, we need to create this, or we need to make that, and it's just going to add to the more degradation. You know. Because the Lord is fulfilling what He said, and this place is going to go down, and it's falling little by little at this point. But the Lord is about to fast track the destruction.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you know, that example of Lot being fast tracked out of Sodom and Egypt. Sodom and Gomorrah. Yep. But the Lord said this is Sodom and Egypt. Yeah. You know, so the Lord is going to fast track everything to you know. He said for the elect's sake.
Yeah.
You know,
unless if those days be short, then shall our flesh be left to be saved.
yeah.
But for the elect sake,
It's video ratings.
Yeah.
You know, so the Lord is eventually just going to start fast tracking everything to where you know the prophecies, all the prophecies will be fulfilled, and we're gonna be looking for the coming of the Lord, man. It's real soon, man.
That's what the scripture say. Hasten in the day, the captive exile hastens that he may be loose, and they should not die in the pit. This place is geared to destroy your soul, destroy your spirit, destroy your body, destroy your physical being, destroy every goddamn thing, man. The minds of the people, you know, the morals. This place does not stand for anything righteous. This place does not stand for the Most High. When they say in God we trust, they're talking about Satan. They're talking about the demons. You know, that's why the Lord's going to take this place out of here, so that the kingdom, when it's established in righteousness, then, you know, the earth can go back to healing. The world can go back to healing, you know? And the Russians are not going to come against us once we dwelling safely in the land of Israel. You know? So y'all got it.
It says the earth also was corrupt before Yahweh, and the earth was filled with violence.
Right. You know what? The scriptures say in Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter, I believe that's the 29th verse, it says, you know, that the Lord created man upright, but he sought out many inventions. So they know what to do. You know? But, you know, they're not geared to do the right thing. May you do good that are accustomed to doing evil.
The spirit that is in Jordan is not upright.
That's right.
You know? And this place is just all about pleasure. You know, it's all about the.
Yep.
You know, and that's why the Lord gonna burn up your flesh. You know, that's basically what is pushing.
Yep.
You know, so that's why the Lord got to take it out now. And he is, all right.
Oh yeah.
As it is written. You know.
It says if this present world doesn't go down, the next world will not be able to be established. I'm just merely paraphrasing.
The book of Ezra.
Yep.
You gotta be rooted out, man.
That's it.
Which is rightfully so for all the different atrocities this place did, man. You know?
Yeah.
It's just this place have actually been established. It haven't not seen no years of war.
Oh yeah.
You know?
They were created for that. Pretty much, the scriptures speak about it. Revelation, the 6th chapter, you know, about, you know, matter of fact, Revelation 3 or 4, you know, bring it out.
Just because this one is going to hit and kill him with the sword, must be killed with the sword.
There you go.
You see? Go ahead.
And then we go. We'll get back to that.
6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Right. So the horse that was red, horse represents power. Red, that's Esau's color. The Edomites are red, and it said he was given power to do what? To take peace from the earth. You see? And since America's been established, there hasn't been that much peace. And since they've been established and set up, they've been, you know, causing all of this confusion and destruction, you know, and wars all over the planet. That's why now all these different nations are tired of this whole, and they are like, you know what, man, we know that there are problems in the world. We know that there's, you know, sufferings in certain situations that are you know, causing the mourning of the world. But the main culprit for that is America. That mother, you know.
Yeah. That's why the scripture said, but you know, like, and then there was another scripture where thy hurtful works are fulfilled.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yep, everything that created through your oppression to better your world, you're going to start giving payment for it. Another thing, man, like, you know, now the Lord is taking the wisdom away from these people. Yep. Now, and they ruling this country, and they don't have the wisdom to save the country.
Yeah.
You know, but what do? With every decision they make, they ran the face of this country into the mud. You know, Anything that they do is a fucking curse. And just sweep them out the way. The Lord is gonna come. He gonna like the elder said. He gonna make a speedy. He gonna like the elder said. He gonna make a speedy minutes.
Yeah.
For this place, man. You know, and the kingdom is gonna be taken by violence. You know, because the Lord gonna.
Thus, with violence, shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all.
Yeah, come on. So, man, that's the time. That's the times we're in right now. That's the times we're in.
What you do in Revelation? You want to go to Revelation 6 chapter?
Yeah. Let's read that one again, and then we'll go back to Genesis too.
Okay.
It's Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and they should kill one another.
Right, and you see that happening, that they should kill one another, and you know that's also speaking about these class wars, race wars, civil wars, and all of that. You know, because it comes to a point where when the government becomes so wicked and the people get tired of dealing with this shit, the people rebel against that government. You know, you have these seditions, insurrections, you know, and civil war is just that. You know, it's the people fed up with the government, so they're trying to get rid of these tyrants, you know, and these tyrannical spirits like Young inside joke. You know, they're trying to get rid of these tyrants so that they can get some type of semblance of peace. You got it.
And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and they should kill one another, and it was given to him a great sword.
Right, and that great sword is what? Their military power that they have. Like you have your actual sword, and you have different weapons. You have, you know, guns, so-called guns. You have your tanks, but ultimately the ultimate sword that the Lord blessed this devil with are those missiles, because that's what was a game changer. See, because when Einstein saw the capabilities that this new technology that they were putting together, you know, the scientists in Germany were putting together, you know, to destroy, you know, to bring about this these bombs. He came and had a meeting with, I believe it was FDR, and he told him about it, and that's why America started getting into building. Oh shit, I forgot. They started building, you know, these missiles. You know, and America was the one that really established it, set it up, dropped those series of bombs in Japan, and that is what brought total fear upon the whole entire planet Earth. And that caused Russia to really step their game up to building this bomb, because they said, look, we need something to be able to fight against them. All the way till today, 2024, the whole year of Jacob's trouble, where you see, you know, the arsenals, you know, of these nations, these superpowers with nuclear technology, you know, and whatever capability. So, y'all got it. You want to go back to Genesis? Yeah, is there more on that?
Oh, yeah, it's a little bit more. Yeah. Genesis 6 and sorry, 12. And Yahweh looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt. And all flesh had corrupted itself upon the earth. Right? Even now, you know, you got the Letterman jacket people, you know, you got people that's calling themselves by these different programs. All that bull crap. Basically, everybody's mind is fucking polluted, man. So the Lord really got to take this place out, man. You know? Because basically, these people, they go too far in, you know. They can't get right, you know.
Yeah, and you know what? Like now, it's to the point now that they've been defiling these kids behind the scenes, but now they want to make it public. They want to publicly, a 50-year-old man get with a 7-year-old girl or a 7-year-old boy. You know, they want to make it. They want to make it public now. They want to defile the children to the point where you'll be seeing like an 8-year-old with a 45-year-old as a couple and married.
Yeah, they try to normalize that.
Yeah.
Hey, because that's why these devils, right, in the Congress, what were they doing? They were bigging up that alphabet people, giving them rights, give them rights. Why? Because eventually that L to the G to the B to the Q, they added what, a P at the end of that.
Well, you seen the shit they had for the Olympics. What they had in China. What they presented at the Olympics, they had nothing but Transformers up there.
Yeah. Well, what did they? What's that, brother?
There was a child up there too.
And you know what they did? They actually made a mockery of the Last Supper. All them LGBTQ, XYZ, all that. So that's like a slap in the face. They trying to, it's like a slap in the face to the Lord. But go ahead, keep on doing what you're doing. That's why that devil Yuval Noah Harari, whatever the hell his name is, he said we can piss God off as much as we want because now we have the technology to be able to, change the weather. So all of that, and like the scriptures say, they shall be like the Most High. All of that shit is bringing more and more, heaping more and more coals of fire on their head from when the Lord brings this place down. So now, when you start to put all this stuff together, now you see why the Lord said that his anger and his indignation is burning hot against this place. So when he lets loose, now we understand scriptures like what we were reading earlier about Ezra when he said, "Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days?" Because the Lord is going to let out everything. He's going to let out all his frustration. But he ain't even going to let all his frustration. He's going to let it out. But if the Lord was to really let out all this frustration, this place will be gone.
Yeah, we've only seen so many demonstrations of the Lord's power.
Yeah.
Like certain earthquakes where over 50,000 people died. Those great death, is what's coming, man.
Yeah, this is Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 2. O Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. O Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, revive thy word in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make it known. In wrath, remember mercy. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodash. And double honor to my teachers, the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone, who watch over our souls. Shalom to the Yakin who invited our sincere and serious doing the will of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodash. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 1 and 2. To you all, stay strong and stay mighty. Habakkuk 3, verse 2 again. O Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, I have heard thy speech. I was afraid with his speech. His words, these prophecies, the visions he gave the prophets of old, you know what I mean? Right? The dreams he gave them. Right? Especially coming up on these last days, you know what I mean? Ezra, Daniel, Habakkuk, yeah, we're reading here. Right? And many others. Right? Revive thy word in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years made known. In wrath, remember mercy. I want to get this in New Living Translation. Habakkuk 3 verse 2. I have heard all about you, Lord. I am filled with awe by your amazing works. In this time of our deep need, help us again, as you did in years gone by. And in your anger, remember your mercy. Because when Rahab the harlot heard about what the Lord did, you know what I mean? She was like, hey, big man, look, just come to the prophet and say, look, save me and my family. Because you know the Lord give our city into your hands. Yes, right? And the same thing happened this time again. It says, I am filled with awe by your amazing words. A lot of you ain't amazed. You're you limit the Lord's ability. You limit. Oh, God is all love, huh? He's a loving God, right? He's a loving God. All right, no problem, man. All them is look. The Lord is loving, but yeah, He's also terrible. Want to be feared, right? In this time of our deep need, right? But we enter into the time of Jacob's trouble, so we could be in need, brother. Help us again, as you did in years gone by. Yeah, we read 1 Corinthians, I think 10 is, when it says the spiritual rock. We drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Yahushua, big man. Is that? Oh, is that 1 Corinthians 10? Then it comes back to Habakkuk, man. This word, I would just like to add to the Apostle Ariam Lab and the other Damasha Pat. I'm not sure who's the other brother there. You know what I mean? But yeah, boy, just seeing that video there, big man. That even is over 50 minutes long, but I'm in the plantation, so it's a lot here. There's one admin little part here, and then they can move and shut. This is 1 Corinthians 10 verse 1. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant how that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, and were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea, and did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Yahushua Mashiach. So during that time, we didn't lack nothing. The Lord was with us physically and also spiritually. You see? He was with us physically and spiritually. He delivered us from the hand of the Egyptians, from Pharaoh. You see? He delivered us from every dire situation. Right? And He's going to do it again. Is right? Verse 5. But with many of them the Moses was not well pleased, for they were overthrown in the wilderness. Going back to Numbers, a lot of you Israelites out there murmuring. You're murmuring, you're backstabbers, you're haters, right? You love this current world, so you're going to be overthrown in the Lord's second coming. Even before that, during Jacob's trouble, martial law, famine, right? We don't understand what's about to hit this world, big man. Now these things were our examples, to the intent we should not lust after evil things, as they also lusted, right? Getting after the things of this world, like Scripture say, love not the world, right? Don't lust after the things that in this world, this LGBT nonsense, the adultery, the idol worshipping. You see? Neither be ye idolaters, as were some of them, as it is written, the people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play. Right, getting back to celebrating Bacchus. You see? And other festivities that is related to worshipping of another deity. Neither let us commit fornication, as some of them committed, and fell in one day 23,000. You see? So we gotta remember these things, big man. You see? Let me continue. Neither let us tempt Mashiach, as some of them also tempted and were destroyed of serpents. Right? When the murmuring, when the limiting the Lord, right? You didn't please the Lord. So because of your unbelief, you were destroyed, man. That's in Revelation. All unbelievers, idolaters, and murderers shall be destroyed, man. Right? Neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmur. So it's directed to us now. Don't be like these other people out here, especially the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Don't be like them, right? Neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured and were destroyed of the destroyer. Now all these things happen unto them for examples, and they are written for our admonition, upon whom the ends of the world are come. So yeah, New Living Translation, 1 Corinthians 10 and 11. These things happened to them as examples for us. They were written down to warn us who live at the end of the age. Woo! Woo! Esau is the end of the road, and we here. I gotta read that again, boy. You cut. 1 Corinthians 10 verse 11. These things happen to them as examples for us, the hopefully let, right? They were written down to warn us who live at the end of the age, the end of this world, brother. Huh? The end of this world, big man. So we reading these gospels now. We reading these precepts. It's for us in these last days to be comforted, big man. You say for warning, for warnings first, and then to be comforted. You say, rating, brother. Rating, big man. So hey, Kahala Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, boy. Hashem Kodash. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can move, man, to the spirit, man. I just pray this video is edifying, you know what I mean? Right? We got one last preset, which is Zephaniah, I think it is. Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together, O nation not desired, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger.